Hello, it is Mike Matthews, the host of the longest-running self-produced daily podcast known as Mike's Daily Podcast. Wait a minute. Why am I talking like this? I'm not a radio voice type guy, am I? No. Wait, let me think. No, I usually sound like this. Okay. Yes, it is the longest-running self-produced daily podcast by a guy named Mike here at Café Anyway. It's Mike's Daily Podcast, and we're at FF episode 3039, 3039. The California Franchise Tax Board, also known as the FTB, is warning taxpayers to protect themselves from persistent scams this season. They're saying go to the FTB online scam avoidance tips website and be especially guarded with tax, bank account, credit card, and other personal information. Recently, FTB has received reports of scams targeting taxpayers through text messages claiming to be from the FTB. The texts include a link to a fraudulent version of certain FTB web pages designed to steal personal and bank information. The chair, Malia M. Cohen, says, if you ever doubt the authenticity of a text, email, or phone call claiming to be from FTB, IRS, or other government agency, contact the agency directly to verify whether there's an issue that requires your attention. Scammers often prey on taxpayers by impersonating IRS or FTB employees. They may attempt to scam taxpayers into sending money not owed or providing personal information that could be used to file fraudulent returns and steal refunds. If a taxpayer receives a letter from FTB or the IRS that appears suspicious, they should contact the FTB. They got a phone number at 800-852-5711 or contact the IRS. You can find out more about this at the California State Controller's Office's website, Malia M. Cohen's website, by going to sco.ca.gov. SCO being it's not Southern California, State Controller's Office, sco.ca, which is, of course, California. Taxes are high. Why the heck? Oh, why? .gov. Ooh, they also have a section that says California returns over $1 million plus daily to those who file unclaimed property taxes. Could some of this be yours? Oh, there's some money owed me? Oh. The Franchise Tax Board's website, by the way, is FTB, as in Franchise Tax Board.ca.gov. Tax time, you're either owing money or they're either trying to steal money from, well, they're always trying to steal money from you, but there are now these scammers trying to steal money from you, so just be careful. So to be careful, the best way is to go into Café Anyway. Let me get the door for you. Café Anyway. Welcome to Café Anyway. It's FF episode.
It's Mike's Daily Podcast.
3039 is what it is here at Mike's Daily Podcast, somewhere in Podcastro Valley, the last place on earth. Mike's Daily Podcast. In the land of Ameritopica, do you like Trader Joe's? Their $2 chuck has been around a while. I know it's not that price anymore. It's way more than $2, but they announced 80 layoffs, and ouch. That's what they did in California. Mike's Daily Podcast. Ceres Bronco Wine Company is what it is. They were family owned since Mike's 1973. Daily they got a bunch of different brands. Podcast. They have cited a significant downturn in business revenues. That's why they had to do the 80 layoffs at the end of last month. There's also a tax ghosting scam going on. $9.1 billion was caught up in tax fraud and financial crimes last year. $9.1 billion. Ghost preparers who disappear with your money after preparing your returns is the problem. So don't do business with someone lacking a physical business location when it comes to taxes. You know, we do so many things with businesses that don't actually have a physical business location. So many websites. I need this, so I'll just go to this website. Well, it may not be the best thing. It may just be someone who's pretending to be something. You don't know. You can't walk in the door. You can't see. Party City, you can't see them anymore because they went bankrupt at the end of last year and they closed their remaining stores about a month ago. I never went into a Party City. It sounds like it'd be a great place to be. I've been in a Cat City. Actually, today, my lovely lady friend and I went to a Cat City there at the Stone Ridge Mall. There's a bunch of cats laying around. They don't do much. Or these cats weren't. They were all sleeping. Maybe they were partying it up. It was a party Cat City earlier. I just, with all the stuff, what did you get at Party City?
And here's today's podcast picture.
Overpriced party cups, overpriced streamers, overpriced balloons. I guess they had a balloon thing. They'd pump up the helium balloons for you. The podcast picture is not of balloons. It's of the beautiful area known as Cold Canyon there in Podcastro Valley. It's green. It's beautiful. It's springtime. See a picture of it now at mikesdailypodcast.com. I took the Lake Great Basil the Boxer there many times. Cold Canyon Lake, it filled up with silt and became a lake no longer. It was supposed to become a park, and that never happened. Hayward Regional Park District was supposed to put something together, but that just not going to happen. They do cut back all the brush there, and it almost becomes park-like, but it's just so uneven. It's not like a nice park with the nice lawn. It's got little dips and gullies and things that little kids would probably trip and fall into. Wouldn't be the best thing. But here's a picture of it at mikesdailypodcast.com. The last remaining store, Party City store, closed about a month ago. All that party stuff I would find at Target, so I don't know how they survived as long as they did.
This show is clean.
That's right. If you want a podcast that cusses, go to all the other ones. This show will not cuss, will not use a bad word to generate laughter, will not be edgy in such a way as the 90s were edgy with the fast edits and the tight close-ups, the Wayne's World-esque tight close-ups, and the edgy rock music, and the camera not being stable at all, just wobbling around and not making any sense. I watched something that was filmed in the 90s recently. It made me think about, wow, that was the thing, wasn't it?
Woo!
The jerky sort of camera movement thing. It's gone. Now cameras are usually pretty stable, and the stuff I've seen, the recent video, unless it's somebody going, ooh, I walked into this cool haunted house and I'm going to walk around with my camera, with my phone in my hand. I'm going to use my phone as my camera. And yeah, then it's jumping up and down and jerky and all that. But 90s was the thing. It seemed so cutting edge. Starbucks back in the 90s, they seemed so cutting edge. But they laid off 1,100 corporate workers.
Mike is on it, man.
Go where no man has gone before.
We love it, Mike.
Thanks, guys. Well, they let the people go. Not any baristas or those that work at Starbucks stores themselves. It applied only to the 1,100 corporate workers. Yikes. I am not that partial to buying Starbucks anymore. Any fast food, really, for that matter. Any restaurants, for that matter. The prices have gotten so bad. In the past 5 years, if you look at 2020 to 2025, prices have gone up 80% at restaurants. Most restaurants, especially
This is Mike's Podcast Picnic.
chain restaurants. So I didn't buy anything for our picnic today from a restaurant. I made it myself. I made us sandwiches. You're welcome. I did not cut the crust off. You're welcome. I don't understand why they do that. Hey, usually we say hi to the podcast players, the Café Anyway characters, outside of Café Anyway. But we're going to say hi to one of them right now, who's inside. Hello, my gosh, it's Madame Rootabega, and I love it when you talk about food. Ooh, food.
I got through that. I got into it.
I got into food. Do you like cabbage? Yes. Do you like cheese? Yes. Do you like Limburger? No. Limburger. Limburger? Do they still have Limburger cheese? That's the really stinky, I think it's German. Germans love their stinky cheese. That's what I found out from my mom. Oh my gosh. I'd be like, Mom, what is that? That's the most repulsive thing I've ever smelled. She goes, no, this is expensive, delicious German cheese that stinks. Wait, what? That sentence doesn't work.
When you are a man, sometimes you wear stretchy pants.
And I think you have to wear stretchy pants if you go to some of these restaurants of which I was describing that have gone up 80% in the cost. And wait a minute, as we go outside of Café Anyway, where we bring you Mike's Daily Podcast, somewhere in PodCastro Valley. Look who else is here.
Hello there, Mike. This is Valentino.
And this is Bison Bentley. Do you know that?
Mike, you probably don't understand what I just said about my name of what I do there.
Yeah, don't understand. Do you know that? Well, here at Café Anyway, things sometimes don't make sense and are difficult to understand. But yes, I think what you said is that you are the parking attendant. And thank you for parking people's cars, Valentino. It's so nice of you. And most of the time, the cars do not get damaged in any way. Do not get a big scratch on or gash anywhere on the vehicle. Thank you.
Yeah, okay, whatever, day.
You know, people don't realize how great Café Anyway is. Oh, Bison? Yeah, that's great. Do you know that? Well,
like they got an area where you can get specialty burgers. They got an area where you can get chicken. They got an area where you can get
all these things.
All this food and
so good.
You've never seen anything like it in your life.
It is beyond comprehension, Café Anyway. And prices have not gone up here. I don't think we have prices. What do you think about that? What do you think about how our current president, he got elected because he said, I'm going to bring prices down. You're spending too much at the grocery store. I'm going to bring it down. I'm going to bring it down very quickly. That was what they used to cap everything with his big speeches, with his big gatherings, with his big rallies. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it very quickly. Well, he signed a bunch of executive orders. Where's the executive order to bring prices down? Where's the executive order to bring down restaurant prices and grocery prices? At least the last president had that. And I heard ad nauseum the people on the right going, oh, his plan to help bring down inflation. It was the Inflation Reduction Act, wasn't it? That was the name, I think, was what it was called.
You know, I mean, people get stuck on stupid. You know what I mean?
The criticisms that I used to hear from the right were, oh, Biden's trying to stop price gouging. Oh, wow. He's such a Marxist. He's trying to destroy the government, the American government and companies for making money by stopping them from gouging people. Wait, what? You want us to be gouged? You want corporations to do whatever they want and do things that are irrational and not going to help their customers in our society, in our economy, and I'm not anywhere near an economist, and I don't remember much about economy, but I do know that if you are a company and you treat your customers badly, customers will go to a different company, simply.
You will travel into the incredible universe.
You will travel into the incredible universe to find a different company that does the same service at a cheaper price or does better service or what have you. The thing is that the last president got so much criticism about trying to bring prices down, airline ticket prices down. He had some kind of legislation he passed to keep airlines from gouging us, the consumers, the people that need to travel. He tried to do things to help keep. This was in the State of the Union speech a year ago, trying to keep hotels from doing ridiculous charges. All the extra fees is what it was. All those hidden fees and whatnot. So where is that now? I don't know. I mean, I hope things change, but if they don't, 2 years from now, midterm elections, it ain't going to be fun for the party in power right now. But then again, it takes a Democrat who can actually talk economics, a Democrat politician who can say, hey, we're the party that's going to fix things, and here's our mechanisms, the name of the last podcast, in place, our framework, our groundwork, our plan to make things work properly. so that the prices come down. But nobody said anything like that in the Democrat Party. Instead, they've gotten on their microphones, their Mr. Microphones, and said things like,
I have a microphone and you don't.
So you will listen to every word I have to say!
That way, maybe that's any politician that gets on a microphone. I don't know. But all right. Oh, wow. Look at that flying overhead. That happens sometimes here at Café Anyway. So what do you think about all that? Here's the phone number.
Call Mike at the Café Anyway hotline. Area code 510-228-4640.
And with all things having to do with Mike's Daily Podcast, we go to the mainframe and hear from A-Frame. Thank you for listening to this show that's called Café Anyway with Mike Matthews. Wait, that's not the name of it. It's the place that we're at. But the name of the show is Mike's Daily Podcast. And with more on this particular program, here we go. A-Frame, say at the end of the show thing.
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at mikesdailypodcast.com.
Email Mike now at mikesdailypodcast@gmail.com.
See you tomorrow. Bye!